What if I told you that a disgraced royal and a convicted financier had been exchanging far more communications than anyone realized, and that those emails could potentially reshape everything we thought we knew about one of the biggest scandals involving the British royal family? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now, and the revelations are absolutely stunning. Stay with us as we uncover the shocking details about Prince Andrew's hidden correspondence with Jeffrey Epstein that's raising serious questions about what really happened behind closed doors. Before we dive into this fascinating news, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive royal updates and insights. The story surrounding Prince Andrew and his connections to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein has been one of the most damaging scandals to hit the British royal family in recent memory. For years, the public narrative has been relatively straightforward, or at least that's what we've been led to believe. However, a groundbreaking investigation by renowned journalist Daphne Barak has uncovered information that challenges the official timeline and raises serious questions about the extent of communication between Prince Andrew and Epstein. What makes this revelation particularly significant is that it directly contradicts statements made by the prince himself regarding when his contact with Epstein ended. During an exclusive appearance on GB News's flagship US program, The Late Show Live, Daphne Barak revealed bombshell information that has sent shockwaves through media outlets worldwide. Speaking with host Bev Turner, Barak disclosed that there was not simply a handful of emails exchanged between Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein, but rather what she described as volumes of correspondence. This wasn't a casual exchange of a few messages here and there. Instead, Barak characterized the communication as a hectic traffic of emails, suggesting an intense and ongoing dialogue between the parties involved. The implications of this revelation are staggering, as it suggests a far more substantive and continuous relationship than had previously been acknowledged. What's particularly noteworthy about Barak's claims is that the volume of emails apparently wasn't limited to just Prince Andrew and Epstein. According to the journalist, Prince Andrew's ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, was also part of this email correspondence. Barak indicated that the relationship between all three parties was much more tight than it had appeared in public coverage up until this point. This revelation suggests that the Duchess of York was more directly involved in communications surrounding the Epstein matter than had been publicly acknowledged. The inclusion of Sarah Ferguson in this email traffic adds another layer of complexity to an already convoluted situation involving multiple members of the royal family circle. The most damaging piece of evidence that Barak has brought to light involves a specific email dated February 28, 2011. In this correspondence, Prince Andrew allegedly wrote to Epstein using language that suggests they were coordinating a response to mounting pressure and scrutiny. The email reportedly contained the phrase, "We are in this together," and Andrew apparently suggested that they would need to rise above the situation. This particular message is extraordinarily significant because it directly contradicts Prince Andrew's previous public statements about when he severed contact with Epstein. The former Duke has consistently maintained that he ended all communication with the financier back in December 2010. However, this newly revealed email from February 2011 appears to show ongoing contact and coordination happening months after the supposed complete severance of their relationship. The timing of this email is crucial to understanding the broader context. By February 2011, the initial scandal surrounding Epstein's connections to various high-profile individuals was beginning to circulate, and pressure was mounting on those associated with him. The language Andrew used in his email, particularly the phrase, "We are in this together," strongly suggests that the two men were working in concert to manage the fallout from the emerging scandal. This wasn't a casual note or a friendly check-in. Instead, it appears to be a strategic communication between two parties who were coordinating their response to what was becoming an increasingly serious situation. Daphne Barak has hinted that there is significantly more explosive information yet to be revealed. Speaking cryptically to the media, she indicated that there are more things coming next in her investigation. However, she tantalizingly suggested that these forthcoming revelations would not be what people expect. This has left observers and media commentators speculating about what additional bombshells might emerge as this investigation continues to develop. The journalist's willingness to drip-feed information into the public sphere suggests she has substantial material that she's carefully managing for maximum impact and public attention. An interesting subplot in this developing story involves Sarah Ferguson's apparent concerns about the fallout from the scandal. According to Barak, the former Duchess of York had complained to her and asked that certain details not be printed in any public reporting. Barak claimed that Ferguson was particularly worried about how the Epstein scandal might affect her relationships with various children's charities with which she had been involved. This concern is understandable, as association with Epstein was radioactive for anyone who valued their reputation and philanthropic work. However, Barak stated that she informed Ferguson she would not be doing her dirty laundry, suggesting she wasn't willing to suppress or hide information to protect the Duchess's reputation or charitable endeavors. The pressure surrounding these revelations apparently became so intense that Prince Andrew felt compelled to take dramatic action. On Friday evening, he released a formal statement announcing a shocking decision regarding his position within the royal family. In that statement, Andrew indicated that he had been in discussion with King Charles and other members of his immediate and extended family. The statement acknowledged that the continued accusations leveled against him were distracting from the work of His Majesty and the broader royal family. Andrew claimed that he had always prioritized his duty to his family and country, and that he had previously made the decision to step back from public life 5 years earlier. However, the new statement went considerably further than his previous position. Prince Andrew announced that he would no longer use his royal title or accept the honors that had been conferred upon him throughout his life. This represents an extraordinary step that essentially removes him from formal royal status. The decision also clarified that he would no longer serve as a Counselor of State, a position that granted him the authorization to execute certain official duties on behalf of the sovereign should the king be unable to perform them himself. This role had previously been seen as a meaningful position within the formal structure of the royal family, and Andrew's removal from it further diminishes his official standing. Throughout this entire controversy, Prince Andrew has strenuously denied all accusations made against him. 3 years ago, he reached an out-of-court settlement with accuser Virginia Giuffre, though notably, that settlement